Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Maxwell P. Rhyme here, coming to you with another video review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the MakeToys cross-dimension O2 Roiter Despotron, or MakeToys' unique take on the classic Decepticon leader, Megatron. So here we are, and there he is. Now, usually I would try to look at the packaging, however, I do not have the packaging on hand. I know I got it somewhere, however, I do not know where it is. Got popcorn. Popcorn. Anyway, let's get down to reviewing the figure. So here he is in his gun mode. Now, I don't know what the packaging called this originally, but I call it my awesome double-barreled space gun. Now, I was going to review this a while ago, however, there was a small complication that came about, and I'll explain that later. So, but here he is in his gun mode, and as you can see, there's a lot of detail going into this guy. I mean, so, you're looking at the one side, we've got all kinds of detailing going on through here, and going down this part of the gun. I mean, you got all kinds of detailing there and in here. And then you got the scope on top, the double barrels. And then the other side, it's virtually the same except for you don't have this. But it does reveal some nice detailing right here. The guys at MakeToys really put a lot into making this gun mode. And just for the size comparison, for the sake of it, here we have the 11th Doctor's sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who. So, yeah. Anywho, so yeah, got a trigger right here, so you can pull that and pretend you're bang, 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 or pew, pew, pewing. Very nice, very cool. Now, due to the fact that the transformation is long and intricate, and there's a lot to talk about in robot mode, why don't we get down to transformation? So to start off with, we're going to come down over here to where this is, as you can tell, these are going to be the legs, and they tab into this part of the of the gun. You just want to untab it. It tabs into a few different locations. So I'm just turning that so we can take a look. There's these two tabs and these two tabs that form one, and then these two tabs here. Now on here, you got these two tabs that go into these ports, and then these two tabs, and this one big section here, that tabs in underneath. So you take that and untap that. Oh, and it also tabs in underneath. From down over here, you want to lift under the trigger and untap all of that, and that tabs into few locations. There's a couple tabs right here on the legs, and right here on the trigger part, and there's a tab right here on the thigh part of the leg that tabs into this little slot right here. So separate that. From there, you will want to take the leg, pull it down, and rotate it 180, so that way it's oriented like that. And yes, you want to pull down. You don't want to try to manually force it, because you will break it. So from there, take the other leg, bring it down, turn it, bring it down and turn it so it's oriented properly. Oh wait, nope, wrong side, wrong way. Orient it like that. Bring it down, turn so it's oriented properly. And then for this leg, there's a double hinge right here. You want to bend it at this hinge so that way it lays completely flat. And then you'll just want to bring that up so it's like that. Take the section that was the trigger, bring it down on that double hinge so it's like that. Oops. Is it supposed to be like this? I can't remember. We'll do it like this for the time being. Maybe, nope. I can't remember how it's supposed to go. You can have it go either which way. So from here, you want to take this side over here, open up the foot, and then this side over here. Now this foot normally there's a tab right here that will go into that slot right in the leg. Right there. Then you want to take these parts that are the skirt, covering the legs, and you want to turn it around. Now, this was why I was hesitant about trying to review this a little while ago. I don't know how well it's going to come across on my camera. Here we go. But you can see that there's been some flexing done to the plastic. This section here, this got stuck up on me at one point, to the point where I could not twist this. And now as a byproduct of that, it will not tab in properly anymore. I mean it kind of can. It stays there, but it does its purpose. However, it does not like to rotate. So this will be among some of the last few times I transform this, or I might just keep regularly transforming him as a byproduct of that. But anyway, turn him around so it's like this, and let's bring the camera back up. So from there, you'll want to take this whole section and rotate it so that way it's oriented this way. And now you got a big old walker thing of murder death pointing at you. That's scary. Alright, so from here, you want to take the section that has it. It's on a series of hinges, and it slides in right in here. There's a groove section here that slides in right there. And just unslide that, twist it over, put it off to the side. Coming over here to where the upper body is, you want to start bringing it up on this double hinge. However, you do not want to fully connect it. You want to open up this section that becomes his chest, bring the head up, then bring it in, and it clicks into place. From there, bring that section up, close that up, and that closes off the chest. Now from here, you want to slide this section off. This becomes this big old fusion canyon. Open up this armature section here and keep it off to the side. Now we'll work on the arms. So I'll only show with one arm and then just quickly do it with the other. So from here, you'll want to unslide this because it just slides in right there. Unslide that out. Untab the arm. Bring the arm forward, down, bring it up on a double hinge, like that. So it goes down like this. You want to bring it up so it's like this, fold it at this hinge and then at this joint here, and that creates that part of the shoulder. Now on the forearm, just want to untab it because it tabs in right here into the gun. This tab goes right into there. Fold out the fist, and then on this hinge, fold that part up and close it so that way this tab here goes into that slot right there. And sometimes doing that is a tad bit on the trickier side of things because that's a very secure connection. There we go. And then just slide that off. Now I'm just going to quick do that on the other side and then we'll be right back. And here he is. Alright, so now get him standing properly. Now, come around to the back side. Now this armature has a whole bunch of joints and such. What you'll want to do is, this is static. This doesn't move. So you'll want to take this and bend it at this section here and bring it up. You want these two tab sections, slider tabs, facing outward. And this tabs, using this tab, will tab into that slot right there on his back, locking that all up. From there, you want to take his cannons, slide them onto the back to create the little backpack, turn him around, take the fusion cannon, take this part of the scope, face it downward, slide it on, and you will hear it go. Here, let me just pause my background music, and you'll hear it go click into place. Stand him back, refocus my camera, there we go. And here is Roiter Despotron in his robot mode. And what a robot! This has got to be by far my first, my all-time favorite third-party Megatron. However, for official Megatrons, I have to go with either my new movie Megatron, or the upcoming War for Cybertron Siege one, as of the time of this recording. So, here he is in robot mode, and what a menacing looking robot, and quite clean. If you did not know that this was a transforming toy, you would think that this is just an action figure that some company put out. So, let's get in closer so we can take a look at some of the details. Here's his head. What a head. He's got missile launchers, his chest section, his arms, his legs, just all around quite nicely detailed and quite clean. So, alright, so let's get in. I'm running out of time, so let's go into the posability and a couple of the features that he comes with. So his head is on a ball joint, so you can move it around a little bit. It is also on a hinge, so it can look. He can't really look up that much, but he can definitely look down. He can look into his chest. Woo! Arms are on a hinge, and this part opens up here to allow outward movement, but you can also move it with the shoulder pad as well. You can rotate a full 360. You got a bicep swivel. You got a full jointed elbow, which is quite nice. Wrist swivel. Hands open up, and the index finger is individually articulated as well. Waist swivel, as well as a very slight ab crunch, which is nice. Rotation at the thigh. The skirt panels here move out of the way to accommodate for forward movement that far, backward movement that far, outward movement that far. Nothing at the knee unless, of course, you pull it out. And then the feet are on a hinge and on a series of different joints. So it can go forward, can go back, and you do have some level of swivel. However, it's very tight. Oh, and full bendage at the knees. Quite nice. And so, so now a couple of different features that they included with this iteration of Megatron in comparison to some others. He does include a sword which stores in his gun mode, and it just follows that same slider technique. There's small little slots in his hands, and this has a small little slider slot, and just slides right into his hand, which is quite nice and quite detailed too. Very nice. And it stores blade first into the gun. Cap that off. You can take these pylons and attach them to his forearms as pile drivers, or you can attach them to the barrel, to his big fusion cannon, and create a big, huge, mega weapon baton. I usually don't do that. Or the pile driver one. And the final thing, which I think is the coolest part of it, this is the only Megatron that I know of, other than like the Power of the Prime Series one, to actually have a matrix. So you just open up these chest pieces, bring this section down, pull this little purple section out, and you have a matrix of chaos, as I call it. Which is cool, all chaotically and stuff. So we'll just put that up here, close that up, close these up, stand them back, whoop, bring the camera up a little bit, and just for one quick comparison, here he is with Premier Edition Voyager class Megatron. That's all the comparing that we're going to do today. So, he did include one other accessory, which was a great piece for this, but I don't have the box on hand, so I don't know. So, but it's an option if you want to get a repro label. Me, I probably won't. So, my thoughts of Roiter Despotron. Very fun. I really enjoyed it when I first got him about a little over a year ago. However, a year has its wear and tears on toys. Would I recommend you get it? If you are a completionist and you want third-party Transformers, yes, pick him up. I would suggest getting two. One for gun mode, one for robot mode. And yeah, so quite cool. And my music is out, so that means I'm out of time. So, I guess until next time, I'll catch you later. Check me out on social media. Links will be in the description down below, and I'll catch you next time. Camera, fall down!